All right, good morning, everybody. We're going to start with our toe lifts, so just lift and lift. So today we've got 4 circuits. There's 3 exercises in each. We're going to do 45 seconds work, 15 seconds rest, 2 rounds. Heels up, right, and left. So we're going to do a cardio exercise. We're going to do a kind of a compound or combined total body exercise, and then we're going to do a core focused exercise. Right leg, let's swing it front to back, standing nice and tall. Hold on to something if you need to, but we're starting to wake up our balance. 4, 3, 2, good. Let's switch it to the other side, so front to back. So for those of you that live up north, farther north and do the book fair, I did go up to the book sale. Good, switch it over to the other leg, out and in. So I saw some students that I have not seen in a long time, and I bought 3 books. Good, 2. All right, switch it to the other side. So out and in, stand tall, lift and cross. Good, 4, 3, 2, good. Switching sides, hip circles, heel down, toe up, standing nice and tall. So the standing leg, you want to push that floor away. Change direction. Good, 4, 3, switch it over to the other side, heel down, toe up. So we're standing tall, we're trying to get everything stacked. Change direction. Good, 4, 3, slow deadlift in the center. We're going to hinge it forwards, stand up nice and tall. So think about reaching the arms down and back, push the hips back, touch the wall behind you, and then come back up. So hinge, 2, lift, 2, reach, and up. So shoulders down and back, ribs tucked. We want to think about good technique before we start adding in extra resistance. Good. All right, arms out, slow squat. Stand up nice and tall. So I want you to think about chest is up. Your upper body doesn't go anywhere. So your arms stay parallel to the floor. We're bending the hips, the knees, and the ankles. So just down 2, up 2. So try not to let your body drop, and try not to let your head drop in between your elbows, but we're also trying not to overarch our low back. It's a lot to think about. Good, bring it all the way up, pull it down and reach, down and reach. So arms against the wall, just take it down and up. So think W and V, W and V. Forward step and reach, right here, forward step, pull it back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. It's a reach, you grab something, pull it towards you as close as you can. 2, side lunge, step it out, hold it in place, side to side. So just a little bit of inner and outer thigh. 4, 3, 2, hold it in the center, cat-cow. So inhale, exhale. So just a little gentle arch, little gentle tuck. So we feel this the most kind of at the top of our pelvis, in and out. Good, 3 more. Open and little tuck. If you want to just belly breathe, that's okay too. Last one. Good, roll it all the way up. Adjust your space if necessary. We're going to walk ourselves out to a plank. So hinge it forwards. Nice, good walkout. Hold it. Then walk yourself all the way back up. So it's a nice, good hinge. Nice, good walkout. Walk it all the way back up. So you can do this with a chair, hands on the seat of the chair. Step it back into your plank, and then step it forward to stand. We do have a walkout, is one of our exercises today. Good, we got 1 more. So hinge it, walk it out. Walk it all the way back up, bring it back into the center. We're going to start with our heel stomps. So stomp and stomp. If you can jump, I want you to try to jump today, at least just in the beginning. All right, step, touch, right, left, reach and pull. So now we're focusing on getting the heart rate up just a little bit higher. So we're making the movements bigger. Good, 4, 3. We're gonna double it up. 2 right, 2 left. Good, 4, 3, 2. All right, hamstring curls right here. Little tricep press. So try to kick yourself in the backside, stretching the front of the leg, squeezing the back. 4, 3, arms across the chest. We're gonna bring it up, knees, little torso rotation. If you don't wanna rotate, you're just gonna do a nice good march, lifting the thighs as close to parallel to the floor as you can get. 4, 3, march it out, shake it out. Walk around. Grab a quick drink. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. We're gonna get started with our circuit 1. So we're gonna do side to side slams. We're gonna do a reverse lunge with a curl to press or a curl side raise, and then we're gonna do chops. And we're gonna do right side, left side for quite a few exercises today. But the side to side slams is you don't have to pivot, but you're gonna step, slam, step, step, slam. So you're kind of drawing a rainbow in 3, 2, and 1. So I want you to think slam and slam. So imagine you've got a medicine ball, you're going side to side. We don't want to pivot and forget to bring our feet with us and just turn the knees. And you can step. So if you're on carpet or I'm on a stickier floor, it's hard for me to pivot. I'm stepping my feet, and it can be corner to corner. And we're hinging a little bit at the hips, a little itty bitty mini lunge just to get a little extra oomph. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, reverse lunge, curl to press. So grab a couple of dumbbells. We're gonna lunge, and then as we stand, we're gonna curl and press. So here we go. So we lunge it back, stand, curl to press, alternating sides. Now if you wanna do just the lunge and the curl, that's okay. Or if it's the overheads, you can do a lunge and a curl with a side raise. It's kind of up to you. You can adjust your weights as needed. I'm going a little bit light today, at least for the first round. So we're doing compound moves, which means we're moving lower body and upper body or multiple joints all at the same time. So now our heart has to work a little bit harder. 2 and 1. We're gonna do chops. I'm gonna use a dumbbell. You don't have to. We're gonna do a little bit of a different chop. So we're gonna start at our hip, big swing to the corner, pull it into the chest and reset. Big swing, pull it in and reset. If you watch my lower body, you'll see my hip rotates. So this is a little bit more back of the core, reach and in. I want you to add a little oomph. Power up, rotate the hip with you. So my torso, my shoulder, and my hip are together. Reach, pull it in and down. Reach, pull it in and down. 7 seconds. So this isn't just your torso doing the movement. Bring that hip, good, rest. You bring that hip along with you. We're gonna go back for our side to side slams. Good, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So step and slam, step and slam. And again, it can be kind of corner to corner. It does not have to be side to side. So corner to corner, I really want you to think, you know, if you had, maybe you don't have a medicine ball, but maybe you have a play ball or a tennis ball, or maybe, you know, you've got a balled up sweater. That's another way to do it, is you're going to throw that sweater down on the floor. 15 seconds. So our exercises today, I'm trying to keep them nice and low impact. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reverse lunge, curl to press. So we're just going to step it back into that lunge position. Stand tall, bicep curl, overhead press. 2 and 1. So we're going to step it back, stand tall, curl to press. So as we're going overhead, we want to keep those ribs tucked under. So I know sometimes we kind of arch our back just to get our arms straight overhead. It's okay if it's a curl and they're a little in front. Core work isn't just crunches. Core work is stabilizing your body while you're doing exercises like this. I can tell you right now, I was hauling concrete yesterday, using a wheelbarrow, carrying it up and down stairs. You use a lot of core carrying things. Good. Dumbbell down. And sometimes you don't notice it until you have to carry something heavy. And then you're like, oh yeah, there it is. That's when we engage our core. 3, 2, chop. So start at your hip, swing it up, chest and hip. Rotate, chest and back to your hip. So I'm going, most of you, if you follow me, you're going to be going to your left. I know a few of you will be going to your right, but you're going to be lifting that arm up. That opposite hip is going to rotate. Bring it in and down. So you're considering your glutes part of your core here. So again, you brace that core. Exhale, you control the swing with your arms and your abs. Good job, bring it in. Dumbbells down. Grab a quick drink. We're gonna move on. Circuit number 2. So we're gonna do right side for most of these exercises, for 2 out of the 3. So sink into your left leg. Side, back, as fast as you can. Then we're gonna do deadlift up to the shoulders, 2 marches. And then we're gonna do a farmer's carry, carry a heavy dumbbell right side only and just walk around. 45 seconds, tap side and back, 3, 2, and 1. So a little sink in, side and back, side and back. So we're keeping our weight on this leg and I'm sinking down into it just a little bit. So side, back. So you should feel a little bit of burning in this leg right here. But I want everybody to check positions, because if you feel like you're gonna fall over, try to hold yourself nice and steady. So we're stabilizing our body. Lower leg, hold it steady. Now this also means we're getting core on this side to prevent us from leaning over. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in, shake that standing leg out. We're gonna do a deadlift curl or a deadlift overhead, 2 marches. So we're getting core work, but we're adding a little power as well. So 2, good. So hinge, power it up, curl it, 2 marches, lower down. So hinge, power it up. So imagine you're lifting something heavy. So you hinge, you've got to use a little bit of momentum to help get it up there. Now you have an option, hinge, bring it up and overhead. It's a little bit more challenging. Bring it up. This is a little bit more core, but you are more than welcome to just bring it up here. This is okay too. So hinge, I want you to use those glutes to lift you up to standing. I don't want you to use your back. Good. Dumbbells down. Uneven farmer's carry. This is one that you'll notice it more the heavier the weight goes. We're just carrying it. So we're just going to carry that heavier weight. Again, right here, we're nice and tall. We walk forwards. We walk backwards. We walk in a circle. So walk forwards, walk backwards, walk in a circle. If you're only using 2 pounds, you might not notice this very much. I have a 10, and that's okay for me. I notice it when I start getting into the 15s and the 20s. But you start where you are. But again, we want to try not to, wobble our way down or lean as we go forwards and backwards. We're trying to stay nice and tall, nice and level. We're working our lateral flexors and extensors right on the side of our body. Good. Dumbbells down. We're going to go for our tap, side and back on the other leg. On the other leg. So it's just a little sink in. Just push the hips back a little bit. Tap side and back. 2 and 1. So you're going to tap it out and back. And you can start slow, but then the challenge is, can you go a little bit faster? So quick steps, balancing on that standing leg. So if you really needed to, you could probably hold your balance, right? So this is kind of your test that you're keeping your weight on your standing leg, but then just tap out, tap back. So we think about strength, we think about cardio, but then you take power, which is strength, with speed. Getting up and down out of a chair, getting off the floor. Little jumps, 2 and 1. Those are all power. We also need that quick agility and a reaction time. You almost have to train like an athlete. So deadlift with a clean, 2 and 1. So deadlift, power it up, march and march. So hinge, pick something up. This was me. This was pick something up, hold it at your tummy or at your chest, and carry it up some stairs. Or go for a walk. Hinge, curl. Good. So we hinge. We bring it up nice and tall. This is a little bit harder. It's an option. Again, we hinge. It's hips. Power up with the hips. Squeeze the glutes. Good. 3, 2, and 1. All right. Dumbbells down. We're going to go for our uneven farmer's carry. So again, shoulder down and back. And the arm does not have to rest on your leg. So down and back, you can hold it just a little bit away. So it's very close to my body, but it's like an inch or 2 away. You can do forward, back, you can do circles. If you did a circle around your living room first round, change direction this round. Especially since most of us have a fairly small living room, don't have a lot of space. Make sure you change directions periodically. So we're just nice and tall. Walking the forwards and backwards. I like to walk backwards. It's good for your knees to walk backwards. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. Dumbbells down. Shake it out. Walk around a little. Grab a quick drink of water. Moving on, circuit number 3. Our cardio is going to be a squat with a front kick. So we're going to squat and we're going to kick. And if it needs to be a heel tap, great. If you can go a little higher with your kick, that's okay too. We're going to do rear fly, press back. Third exercise, single leg stand, and we're going to pass the dumbbell from high to low. So you're going to pass a dumbbell from high to low. No rotation, just balance. We're going to start with the squat to front kick in 3, 2, and 1. So we just take it down. Squat, front kick, squat. So front kick for me, this is option 1, is a squat, knees straight and bend and down. Squat, Knees straighten, bending down. Option 2 is, yes, you can do a mummy. Squat mummy. You can do 1 round of each. The squat mummy is going to be a little bit more hip flexors. The squat knee to kick is going to be a little bit more quads, but we're still getting hip flexors. Remember, this is your cardio. Add in the arms, add that reach. 3, 2, and 1. All right, rear fly with a press back. This is a light to medium. 4, 3, 2, 1. So hinge it forward. So we lift it up, and then you can do pinkies back. That's your option 1. Back of the hand to the ceiling, pinkies to the ceiling. If it's more comfortable for you, do 1 arm at a time. Lift, and then reach it back. So you can always have your hand on a table supporting. You can do right, left. You're good to go. I'm gonna switch just so I can get my 2 sides evened up a little bit. 10 seconds. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, single leg stand, dumbbell pass high to low. So we're gonna stand nice and tall. Good. 3, 2, 1. So we just go from the shoulder, and then we pass it down. And then we pass it to our shoulder, and then we pass it down. So it's anything fancy, but we are 100% using core here. Start with a lightweight. If you can, maybe you can go a little heavier, but it's just a good single leg stand. We pass, and then we pass. Don't have to go overhead. It's just that movement. Our weight is we have a weight that's shifting, so it's shifting our center of gravity. We have to use our core and our leg to stabilize our body to not go anywhere. 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Squat to front kick. So mummy kick, front kick, either one. I want to be able to tell the difference though. Good. 3, 2, and 1. So squat, and then it's knee kick. So if you're doing the front kick, it's knee extend, pull it back, set it down. We're getting some knee movement in there. Or mummy kick, a little bit more core, straight legs. You can kind of mix it up, do 4 or 8 mummies, and then switch it over to a front kick. But this is really your cardio, is what I'm aiming for. So again, a little bit more quick, a little more speed. Got 8 seconds left. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rear fly with a press back. So out to the side, and then straight arm press. Good. 3, 2, and 1. So hinge it forwards. So back of the hand to the ceiling, pinkies to the ceiling. So a good hinge forwards is going to help. If you're a little more upright, you're going to go a little bit up and back where the wall and the ceiling meet, if that makes sense. I want you to think about a band pull apart. Your band pull apart position doesn't change, just your body position might. Good. 15 seconds. So nice, good braced core. Chest is open. We're holding a deadlift position. Good. 3, 2, and 1. All right. We've got our single leg stand on the other side. Dumbbell pass, high to low. So get your leg into position, push that floor away, stand tall, shoulder, switch it over. Back to shoulder, switch it over. The closer you stay to your body, the easier this will be. If you can bring it a little bit away from your body, it's going to make it a little bit harder. Good. So here, and then here. And I want everybody to check if your leg that's up is starting to pull away from the other leg. I want you to bring it in, stand tall. That's kind of the hard part. As again, we're getting those side obliques, getting some inner and outer thigh. 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. Shake it out. Walk around. Grab a drink. We're going to head down circuit number 4. This one, there is a lot of stuff on the floor. You don't have to go to the floor. We're going to do a plank walkout, 4 mountain climbers. Walk it back up to standing. If you don't want to go to the floor, you can do, this is your cardio, so you can do a jog. You can step back into a plank at an incline and do 4 climbers, just something to get your heart rate up. The Renegade Rows, option 1, rows. Option 2, you can hold an incline plank and do a row on one side only. And then our last exercise, we're going to do an isometric dead bug, and then the other side, our arms and our legs are going to move. So we're going to do isometric one side, arms and legs move on the other. Sorry, I'm really froggy this morning. If you're staying standing, you can do an isometric here. You can do a weighted march. Just pick something that's going to help you with your core. You can even just hold a plank if you want to. But we're going to do our walkout with our 4 climbers. 45 seconds in 3, 2, and 1. So 45 seconds. So walk it out to your plank. 4 mountain climbers. I'm going to go quick. 4, 3, 2, 1. And then I'm going to walk it up. I'm getting a lot of cardio in here. I'm going to try to go faster. If you want to go slower, please do. You're okay. So this is cardio. Cardio does not have to mean jumping and running. It can just mean trying to do something a little bit more quickly. Again, that power, a little bit of speed. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, Renegade Rows. Hands and knees position or plank position. We're going to do rows. If you want to stay standing, go for it. 2 and 1. So I am in a knee plank. I'm just going to row. I'm going to do 1 arm at a time for my row, for my Renegade Row. Some of you know you can alternate, and that's okay. You can stay standing and do your rows. But we just want to hold a nice, good plank position. You can be hands and knees. You can do this doing a bird dog position if that's a little easier for you. But I want you to think about a good core position as we do our rows. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, I am going to grab a light dumbbell, but I'm going to flip over onto my back. Right arm and thigh. I'm going to do my isometric dead bug. My other arm and leg are up, and I'm going to take it down and bring it up again. Down and up. If you're standing, you can do this sitting. So you can have your hand on your thigh, that leg can be up, and you can just kind of add a little bit of movement. But I want you to keep that pressure, right hand into the right thigh. So keep that pressure, and then we're doing our arm and our leg lift. Good. 10 seconds. Good. Rest. Now, if you're on the floor with me, you can just flip it over and start with your 4 climbers instead of going from your back to standing. Do what's going to work better for you. 2 and 1. So I'm going to do my 4 climbers on the floor, and then I'm going to walk myself back up to standing. So this is just a little bit of a better option if you don't want to go from being on your back to a standing position right away. You just start in your mountain climber or your plank, take it out. Again, if you're standing, this is your cardio. Incline plank with mountain climbers, jog in place. We just want to get those heart rates up. Four, three, two, and one. All right, Renegade Rows. So plank position, hands and knees position, or just standing rows. Just standing rows. 3, 2, and 1. So you can start with your hands and knees position, drive it up, take it down. Drive it up, take it down. If you want to make it a little bit harder, move it forward a little. Hips are in front of your knees. Squeeze your glutes, neutral spine. So drive up, barely tap that dumbbell down to the floor and come right back up again. You can be on your knees, you can be on your toes. 10 seconds. So shoulders are over our wrists. We don't want to let our shoulders go behind our wrists. Neutral position. Good job. Onto your backs. We're going to do isometric dead bug on one side, leg lower and lift on the other. I'm adding a dumbbell. You don't have to. Body weight is fine. 2, 1. Good. So left hand, left thigh, isometric, no movement, just that little tug of war. Right hand, right thigh, down and up. So we're trying to think about walking and chewing gum at the same time. So the hand is doing the isometric movement, and our opposite arm and leg are moving. So we have one side not moving, the other side is moving. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. Set that dumbbell off to the side. You can come to a seated position. If you're walking around or you're upright, you can just walk around. Give yourself a little break. I'm going to take just a moment, put my equipment away. All right, so we're going to bring it in the center. We're going to do our 90-90s. So today I want you to go all the way over and then all the way over. You can have your hands by your hips. We're just going to rotate to one side, rotate over to the other. It's okay if your hips do not, or your thighs do not get all the way down to the floor. Everybody's a little different. And a lot of times that internal rotation is the one that gets you. Good, 2 more. 2, 1. Let's take it all the way over to the right. Going to get into our 90-90 position. We're going to turn, and then we're going to hinge it forwards. And you can have hands on the floor, elbows on the floor. It just depends on your body position. We just want to stretch that outer thigh. If you're sitting, you can just cross your ankle over your knee or your thigh just above your knee. Good, let's bring it up and over to the other side. So rotate over, turn over that front leg, and again, we're just gonna hinge it forwards. If you're really tight, you might just be trying to get the leg down to the floor, but some of you might be able to be with me and move a little bit further forwards. Good, let's bring it up into the center. we're gonna take our legs out so we're sitting on our buns. Option 1, you're gonna take one hand back, you're gonna lengthen, pull the shoulders down and back, and then you're gonna lift. So this is the easier regression option. Option 2, hands by your hips, fingertips pointing out to the side, shoulders down, lift your buns up off the floor for a couple of inches, and you can do a little side to side and you can do a little forward and back. Option 3 is we try to lift it up into a bridge. I want you to think about stretching your shoulders and your wrists. So you can just have your hands on the floor, upper body is gonna move side to side, and then a little bit of forward and back. I want you to stretch the front of your shoulders, stretch your biceps, is kind of what we're going for here. It just depends on your arms and what they're doing, as well as your core. Good, let's bring it all the way down, hips on the floor, legs are out straight. We're gonna sit as tall as we can, and then we're gonna start to walk ourselves forwards, and we're gonna get a good reach. So we're getting hamstrings, we're getting a little bit of low back, a little bit of upper back. I want you to keep those knees on the floor though. So if you come forwards and your knees pop up off of the floor, back up, get the knees back down, and then try again. And stop where your legs want to lift up. Good, bring it in. We're gonna flip it over onto our tummies, and you can be all the way down on your tummy, or you can be on your forearms for Sphinx, or you can just roll over, point your toes, and come up to up dog. So this is the, hands and wrist option. You can be on your forearms, again, nice and tall, or rest your chin on your hands. If you're standing, you probably will want to do the one where you put the heel of your palms on the shelf of your glutes and push down on your buns, and that will push your hips forwards and get a nice good stretch while still protecting that low back. Good, we're going to tuck the toes under, walk your hands back to your knees, hips to heels, come to a kneeling position. We're just going to roll the shoulders. Let's take one leg out to the front, usually your strongest one, and we're gonna come up to a standing position. So try to push through that front leg. See if you can do it without putting your hands down. Let's take our hands by our hips, elbows straight, flex the wrists, roll your shoulders. So shoulders up, back, and down. So no chest and spine movement, it's all just shoulders. Good, and then change direction. The hard part is the elbows straight and the wrists flexed. Good, take the arms out to the side, same thing, reach the hands back, wash the walls, shoulder blades are set. So shoulder blades down and back in your back pocket, change direction. Good, bring it in. So we're gonna take a nice deep breath in, hands lightly behind the ears. Exhale, back of the hand into the small of the back. So challenge is to imagine that you're trying to keep your hands in contact with the wall. So up and around, and then out and down. Up and around, out and down. Good, one more time. Up and out. Good. Shoulders down, ear to shoulder, side to side. Bring the head up, look to one side, look to the other. Good, bring it in the center, big breath in. Spread the fingers, spread the toes, and exhale one more time. And you are all done.